Good morning, everybody, and oh gosh, happy April 11th. It is now 7:26 in the morning. I'm definitely going back to sleep. I just gotta use the potty really fast to make yesterday's video public, just so you know. But yes, we're gonna get some more rest, and then we are gonna begin to start the day. But I will be speaking to you guys soon. Still looking like a train wreck. Still in the exact same spot as yesterday evening. So I've been working forever to finish this part of a video thing for work. It's literally almost 5 o'clock on Saturday. Literally almost 5 o'clock. But check this out. 2 hours and 30 minutes and 44 seconds almost. Seriously? So the video we did at work, it was a live stream, but it was like 27 minutes long. I used the 4K file from the Sony a7R and recorded in 4K, recorded everything in 4K, but I cropped it down to 1080 because that's how it's gonna be. But yeah, I'm gonna have to probably rethink this. I exported it in 1080 as well, so I was thinking that would even itself out. But yeah, it's been a rough day. Not really rough. It's been fun. I've learned a couple things, but it's just the time. 2 hours to export it now. I still gotta edit and upload this video for the 11th, April 11th. But my goodness. But I'm gonna shower, and then we can talk about what we're gonna film for a little bit today for April 11th, since we're doing the 30-day challenge. So we'll be talking extremely soon. But yeah, no, today I wanted to share a journal entry, and this is just so important to me. I don't do it. I should do it now, but the way I look at it and what makes me smile the most is I'm actually doing video blogs or vlogs or whatever way you look at it. In terms of like growth, no growth, whatever, yeah, I have written down here what I was writing on April 11, 2019, 365 days ago. But in 2021 on April 11th, I'll be able to look at this. You know what I mean? Isn't that special? Isn't that cool how that works? So the month of April, I've done a pretty good job of keeping journal entries, but no, as in for the other days, I really haven't. But no, going back to journal entries, I want to bring up a quick little story, and I don't want everybody to be like, oh, like think of the worst or like get scared or like feel bad or whatnot. Please don't. Please do not. It's not like that. I like sharing my story because it's good for others out there who are watching, who may be going through something similar, to be at ease and just let out a great breath of fresh air and be like, okay, I'm not the only one. But in late 2018, I went through a really bad mental phase. I ended up having a breakdown. I've talked about this in a past video, but I had a little bit of a breakdown. From there, it turned out to getting prescribed some medication. From that, scheduled regular therapy appointments, got a psychiatrist, and also throughout that time, it's pretty much labeled depression, but I don't like using that word because the stigma behind it, I feel like when you hear the word depression, you automatically think of the worst. And for me, the worst was just a lack of energy, a lack of drive, not really eating like I should be eating, and just sad, And I would never wish that upon my worst enemy. It's really sad, and I can't help but feel for the people who have to go through that because I went through my own phase. But no, the reason why I'm talking about that and sharing that was because at that low point in that time in 2018, it was nobody's wrongdoing. It was strictly my own, and I was stressing myself out. I wasn't sleeping properly, and I just wasn't happy with myself. So when 2019 rolled around, I ended up going out and getting a composition notebook. And in the composition notebook, I wrote 2019, the year of change. So what I'm trying to tell you is my word of advice is if you're kind of feeling in that situation right now where you just don't feel that well mentally, you're not as motivated, you're not financially where you want to be. There's a whole list of factors that can go into your own personal story that you just doesn't make you feel really well. But write this stuff down, and it can be in a composition notebook. It can be in your cell phone. It can be anything that it could even be a video blog, and you just save it to your computer or something. You don't have to upload it or share it. But it's just incredible looking back at these. It's the same thing with what I've been doing about my journal entries for the month of January when I was running. It's just crazy to think of that point in time, what was going through your thought process to where you are now and seeing how much you've grown. This is a positive journal entry, which is amazing. It makes me feel good that it was that way. But I'll go ahead and read it right now. April 11th, 2019. I'm writing this at 9:10 a.m. and feel absolutely great. Could it be the Bang energy drink? I'm not sure. But I want this type of energy every day, including weekends. Not only do I feel happy, but also motivated. Need to be more appreciative and remember that the game of life is represented as high school. Who cares what others think? Be you and shine. One day at a time. Today's magic word is acceptance. I need to let go and move on. I talked about a little bit earlier ago that saying that, when I had my breakdown, it wasn't anybody's fault or wrongdoing. It was mine. And in this paragraph, I talked about I need to be more appreciative and remember that the game of life is represented as high school. Who cares what others think? Be you and shine. The reason why I was so consciously stressed out, wasn't sleeping or any of that was because I had a lot of these dreams. I had a lot of these ambitions. I had a lot of these goals. I had a lot of things I wanted to accomplish, but as days continued to pass, I would not do a single thing about it. And the reason why I wasn't doing a single thing about it was because that I knew deep down in my mind that I was scared what people would think of me if I did it, if I posted something. That's why I never truly post on social media, because I'm scared. What if my grammar is incorrect? What if I look like a fool? What if, how is the ones in my life important to me? How are they gonna be portrayed as well? I can't believe he's posting that. You know what I mean? Little tidbits like that. And it takes me back to high school. And luckily for me, I had a very, very fortunate high school career. I got along great with everybody, but not a lot of people can say the same, unfortunately. There's different cliques. There's the cool kids. There's the not so cool kids. And it's all about really fitting in. And when you're different, it really kind of stresses you out because you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder what people think. So this was a key indicator for me. And it's the main reason as to why I just but just fell apart in 2018 was just because I was just too hard on myself. So that's where that phrase came in. But I want the key takeaway, other than you should be writing or blogging or typing in your phone, little entries if you're not feeling up to par with where you want to be. At the end of the day, it's a lot easier said than done. Everything's so much easier than it's said than done. But the moment you're able to forget about how others portray you, how do I really word it? How you're perceived, I guess, or whatnot. Whenever you're able to take away that negative mindset and just strictly think about what you're doing for yourself, the pros, the positives out of it, everything shortly changes right after that, if that makes any sense. Gosh, I hate when I'm saying stuff and I'm not sure if it makes sense or not. But yeah, it's amazing. I really want you out there who's watching to get it, to understand that at the end of the day, you gotta follow your gut. You gotta do what makes you happy. You gotta believe in yourself. You can't sell yourself short because of what others think of you, even though a lot of people may not think that at all, and that's what your mind's telling you. You gotta be able to fight that part of your brain. I can tell you from being an adult now, yes, I do not think I'm a legit adult, but I'm out of my parents' house. I own my own 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment that I live in right now that I'm leasing. or renting, I should say, not leasing, renting. I have bills. I have a full-time job. I don't think I'd be happy if I wasn't doing this. I don't think I would, feel as fulfilled if I wasn't doing my side business, if I was investing. A lot of those things you don't have to do. You can just go about your day and have your day. But for me, I guess I'm just a different person. I want to do these things. And you should too. If you really want to do them, go for them. No one can tell you different. At one point, you're going to be old and you'll look back and be like, I should have did it. But I don't want that for anybody. I want you guys to live your best life. Think about all the things that you want to do and go tackle them and go accomplish them, no matter what others think. That is the message I have for you guys. Of course, other than the writing, you got to be writing or blogging. But we'll end this part here. I can see that it's at 10 minutes, so we'll transition from this now to my journal entry on my phone and close out April 11th video. And here we are. It's 11:05 on Saturday, April 11th. That Vimeo file literally took like 4+ hours. I cannot believe how long it took. I to watch Westworld in the meantime. So it all worked itself out. I'm going to close today's video, obviously, with the journal from January 11th, but today's April 11th. This is huge. I actually ran 15 miles, or I didn't run, but I jogged 15 miles on January 11th. So this was pretty big, but good Lord, my legs were shot once I took the last picture. I shuffled off the treadmill like a robot. It's crazy to even think that I was able to accomplish something like that. 2 10-mile runs back to back, then starting Saturday with a 15. Like out of anybody in the world, I'd last expect me to be doing numbers like this, haha. I've somehow managed to get my mind away from actually thinking about running and just focus on my thoughts and music lyrics. The hardest part is that I've managed to pace myself at 10 minutes a mile, and that's 50 total minutes of just thinking. It makes absolutely no sense, but I can literally just jog and wait it out. I know for certain that once I get in the shower, I'm leaning against the tile and having the shower stream hit my thighs and calves. In other news, I've completed the challenge, which was never the end goal to begin with. We wanted to get 150+ miles in 31 days, and we're halfway. Stay strong, friend. So on the 11th day, I hit 75 total miles for the month of January because that was the challenge. But my goal was to double it and get 150. It's just crazy. But thanks guys for always watching the videos, especially this challenge. I hope you're staying safe as always as well. And I will be back again tomorrow, Sunday, April 12th, 2020 for our next video. But yeah, thank you, stay safe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace.